Good morning to you. Welcome to Weekend Recharge. I'm meteorologist Maria Larosa.
And I'm meteorologist Paul Goodlow. For the 8th weekend in a row, yes, I said 8th, we're dealing with strong to severe thunderstorms and the possibility for more severe weather as we head throughout the
week. Every bit that is as hotter than the surface of the sun. It looks like a hot flash lightning. Unbelievable. Another type of flash we're contending with, though, this morning, happening right now, the flash flooding. Good reason why we have all of these flash flood watches, includes from San Antonio, Dallas, but yes, even into Little Rock and Springfield, to the east of Springfield, and now including St. Louis. We have a lot of high water in a lot of places, and some just beginning their day of rain. Some scattered showers from St. Louis into Arkansas, but you see all of the flash flood warnings in the Dallas area and off to the north and east, Dallas, Johnson, and Tarrant counties. You're involved in this, but as you can see from that radar, Paul, it is pouring right now. Another morning in Dallas with heavy rain.
Yeah, and more threats of more flooding as well. In fact, flash flooding threatening Dallas and Fort Worth, and flood watches and warnings have been posted.
More than 16 inches of rain this May for DFW, the airport there, and counting. And we find our Kate Parker in Dallas for us again this morning. And Kate, we've been watching the live shots this morning. I know you've had to go in and out because of the lightning, so we're glad that you're being safe out there. Tell us what's the latest. That pretty much sums it up. I'm thinking for a lot of people who find themselves thinking that they can get through, or the water is rising rather quickly, and there you are stuck. We saw a lot of those images yesterday around Dallas again yesterday morning. And
we could see even more today across the safer in that area with this line of severe thunderstorms.
It's moving right along I-20, produced a 50-mile-per-hour plus wind gust at Dallas when it came through Dallas earlier this morning. It's a lot of water, and it's been falling in a lot of cities, so much that even with May not over yet, we've set some all-time monthly records here for the wettest May in Austin, Texas, Wichita Falls, and Corpus Christi. I want to point out, though, in this graph, on the left, the high bars, that's the record for this month. And that was the old records in the middle bar. And you can see how many places not only broke records, but really exceeded these records by a comfortable margin. Houston, for example, it's been relentless rain so far for the month of May, closing in on 14 inches of rainfall. Daily record set last Sunday with more than 4 inches, with the average May rainfall at 5. So there were several days where they approached the average for a whole month, and that really kind of drives home the amount of rain that we're talking about. Want to bring you up to date too. Still that flash flood warning for Dallas, Johnson, and Tarrant counties out until 8:45 Central Time. We've had several inches fall, more to come, but we're starting to see that move off to the east. Keeping an eye on this cluster of showers and thunderstorms moving through western Texas. Kate, though, is live in
view as we head through the weekend and into next week.
And there's a lot to get you recharged for. It is 1:30. I'm Maria Larosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. We're wrapping up the month of May the same way we started it. In many places, wet and stormy, especially in
so many people need that. So one of our top stories, of course, being the flooding. And we're also going to get you across the country and ready for the rest of the weekend and looking ahead to next week. We are going to start with the flooding concerns all the way from Texas and Oklahoma. We know we're going to keep an eye, though, from Arkansas on up and through Missouri and Illinois, where that flash flood watch, those watches are posted. It's coming along with some hefty showers and thunderstorms. We've seen it already this morning, widespread all the way from the west, the Gulf Coast. But for today, the severe threat pushing into the Ohio Valley, talking about big thunderstorms and maybe some hail and damaging winds. We'll time it out for you. And it's feeling like summertime here in the east. It's not just the high temperatures, Philly in the mid and upper 80s, Washington, D.C. pushing the low 90s. Humidity is back as well. We'll let you know how long this heat will stick around, and you know, it's probably not, so we'll talk about that. Well, thank you so much. It's looking a little dry there right now. That's good.
Yeah, let's go north of Wichita Falls into Oklahoma, where some roads are still closed in southeastern Oklahoma after all the rains last week.
And Mills Gotcher is from Oklahoma DOT, and she joins us on the phone to talk about what the state is dealing with today. Thank you so much for taking time with us. I have a friend who lives in Oklahoma, and she's been dealing with rounds and rounds of flooding. I can imagine that's taking. Mills Gotcher with the Oklahoma DOT. Thanks for your time this morning. Paul, we are tracking a